In terms of Spider-Man, I just had to double check that by the time the episode comes out, the embargo will have lifted. So I can, if you want to hear a few interesting things about the game, I won't spoil any. I haven't actually got to the end of the story yet, so I physically can't spoil that for you.
Well, I don't mind. I mean, it's going to be a while until it gets ported to PC, so I'm going to have it spoiled at me at some point, so I don't mind.
Yeah. Well, one thing that's cool, and I think this was in the trailer, but I didn't quite realise how big a part of the gameplay it would be, is that they've added, they call them the web wings, you know, those like things under the armpit, and you can kind of, and again this is a bit Arkham-y, but once you've built up any momentum, basically you can just press triangle and then just kind of glide the rest of the way.
What made Arkham City good? Let's do that.
Yeah.
Excellent.
But that's really cool. I think it is slightly, sometimes, because they kind of added that on top of all the swinging stuff that was already there, sometimes I'll do a button combination that isn't what I think it is, and then I'll just suddenly turn around in the opposite direction. But when it works, it's really cool.
Oh, God, learning all the different fighting moves is a chore, because you forget I can do that, that's awesome, and then you do that all the time, only just that move, you know.
Yeah, you've played the remastered of the first one quite recently, right?
Yeah, the other year, and the Miles Morales one. The PS games are coming to PC, which I'm really happy with. And yeah, they were both fantastic. I really enjoyed them. They did a good job on the PC port.
Nice. You can fact check something for me, because I think this is a new feature. So you kind of have now, you have the gadgets, which I remember there was gadgets in the original one, like you can electrocute people or pull them in certain directions and stuff.
Yep.
But also there's now, I don't know if this is what they're actually called, but it's kind of like inherent abilities. So like you kind of have, if you hold down R1, you can do the gadgets. And if you hold down L1, you can do like the more inherent abilities. So Miles has like all the Venom Blast kind of stuff,
yeah,
which is obviously in his game.
Yeah.
But then Peter has like the Iron Spider arms, like the spider arms coming, like the metallic arms coming off his back.
Oh yeah, the special suit power or whatever you've equipped. Yeah.
And there's kind of like you kind of can equip different skills for that as well, which is quite cool. But it kind of means that, like, again, on top of the combat that you've kind of memorized from the first one of like dodge, punch, you then have to be like, okay, and if I hold down L1 and then do this button, I can then do this ability. There's a lot of thinking going on. I'm not sure how I feel about
that. I'm okay with the thinking, because it'll introduce you to that carefully. My problem was, because I'm so used to the Arkham games, there's a rhythm to the Arkham games. You have to actually do it to a rhythm. I was trying to play Spider-Man to a rhythm, and it didn't work. And I lost quite a few fights. But then I realised, I can just mash the buttons. That's fine. I don't have to worry about rhythm.
I thought you were going to say I can just turn the difficulty down, but also you can just...
No. I'm a medium guy. I go on medium for your first play. If I fancy having a challenge, I'll put it up. But got to play the game on medium.
And then you're right. Craven's quite a big part of it, but I don't know if maybe towards the end he'll kind of be, as the Venom threat becomes bigger, maybe he'll kind of swap places with Venom. Maybe bit of a bait and switch kind of thing. I don't know.
I'm going to be keeping a good eye on Norman Osborn. He's going to be coming out of the hang glider at some point. No, sorry, a glider, not hang glider. He's going to he's going to goblin up at some point, I reckon.
Yeah, well, it's interesting because the first game, it was set, was it like 6 years after Peter Parker had started doing Spider-Man stuff? So it's like a lot of, has Norman already become Goblin and then reformed, or has he yet to become Goblin? I'm not sure, but either way, he can still do it.
Yeah, I would just love to see that, like, ex-mayor turned supervillain.
I think the previous mayor was Wilson Fisk, right? So it's like, what are they doing? Surely there's got to be someone nice you can elect.
Well, there's a pattern, rich people getting into power like that. No politics, sorry.
Yeah, you never see that in real life.
No.
One other weird thing about Spider-Man, and maybe if you started with the PC one, this wouldn't have been a thing for you, but for people who played the PS4 version, they then recast the face actor of Peter Parker. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I didn't see that.
So it's so weird. So like when they did Miles Morales and the remastered version, they were like, oh, this is what Peter looks like now. And the line they used at the time was that it was because they did that thing they do in games sometimes where the voice is done by one person and the face is actually someone else. And they were like, oh, this face actor, is that a thing, is like a better match for the voice actors, like expressions and stuff. But everyone at the time was like, you've just chosen a more Tom Holland looking guy. And I still find it weird when I see the current Peter Parker face, because I'm like,
oh god, yeah.
And some of the trailers, they have him next to the Harry Osborn actor, and I'm like, actually, I don't know which one is meant to be which until they start talking. But now that I've played it for a bit, I can tell them apart, which is helpful.
I'm going to hunt that down on Google in a bit.
Yeah, it's like, and it's because you've been through that emotional story of the first game all the way through to that like heartbreaking ending with a certain actor, and then it's like, no, he looks like this now, and it's like, wait, what? So it's still wrapping my head around that, but
amazing,
good stuff. Oh yeah, the only other thing with Spidey that I wanted to mention is that like they've made the open world is now quite a bit bigger. It's not just, was it Manhattan the first ones were, but now they've kind of done like Brooklyn and Queens, and I think that.
Oh, that's good to hear. I mean, the Manhattan they had in the first game was an augmented, shrunken Manhattan. Because I went around trying to go like, where did I stay when I went to New York? Oh, this shouldn't be here. Anyway, but yeah, that's good to hear because there's more to New York than Manhattan. Come on.
Yeah, that's a very like Microsoft Flight Simulator thing to try and do. So I'm going to try and find the place I know from real life in this.
Yeah, I've done that. It's good.